Hey guys, Eataway here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to bring you guys another FIFA 20 concept squad builder. I did one of these about a week or so ago and you guys seem to really enjoy it. It's just me messing about on Photoshop, so nothing official when it comes to graphics or player ratings, but it could give you guys some inspiration for teams to possibly build in the early stages of FIFA 20, and this team incorporates a few new transferred players as well, who I think could be fun to try out on FIFA 20 when the game is released. So if you guys do enjoy, leave a like if you do want to see more videos like this on the channel, subscribe if you're new on here, and without further ado, let's go on into it. So this team, which I predict will set you back around 50 to 60,000 coins in the first week of FIFA 20, lines up in the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation formation, which always tends to be a very balanced and effective formation on any FIFA, and I think that's especially important in the early stages of a new game when you're trying to get the hang of the new gameplay. It is a hybrid incorporating a total of 4 leagues, everyone is on 9 or 10 chemistry, and it's also a no links weighted hybrid for those of you who care about that. Now starting off in goal, I've got the first transferred player, and that is Farman, recently signing for Norwich, I believe on loan, and he always tends to be a very popular and very OP keeper on any FIFA because he's cheap and he's very good. The main reason he's good is because he's so tall. 6'6" makes him one of the tallest of all of the players on the entire game, especially when it comes to golds. So regardless of really whatever stats he has, he's good just because of how tall he is. But I think he's probably going to be like 82 or maybe 83 rated overall, so we'll have some pretty decent stats. Then in at left back, we've got a La Liga player, and that is Firpo of Real Betis. He had a really good season last year, as did his club, so I expect he'll get a nice upgrade. But it'll probably be super cheap just because he doesn't play for one of the top teams in La Liga, and his nation means he's quite hard to fit into hybrids. But he's got some really nice stats on his current card, and I think next year it will be even better. Good pace, defending and physical, and decent stats going forwards. Then in the left centre back position next to him, I've gone with Diop from West Ham. Now you could go with any Premier League partnership here of 2 players that get a strong link together, but I think these 2 West Ham defenders are going to be super cheap and will have some nice meta stats. Diop should have good pace, defending and physical, and decent height, as should Balbuena. They'll be very similar statistically, and in terms of price as well, they'll probably be like 1,000 or 2,000 coins each, which isn't too bad for a starter team. And then in at right back, I've gone with Meunier. He'll probably be 82 or 83 rated overall. No one really seems to build Ligue 1 teams, so he won't be that expensive, and he's not super quick as well, which will bring that price down. But all around, he has a really nice, well-balanced card, good stats both defensively and going forwards, and he's also really tall. Now moving into the midfield, we're going to start off in the defense midfield position with a player that will probably set you back about half the coins of the total cost of this team. I think he'll be about 25 to 30k. It is RODRI, another new signing, this time for Manchester City. I think he's going to be a perfect defensive midfielder on FIFA 20 because he's very tall. I believe he's 6'3". He's strong, he's got good defensive stats, and then going forwards as well, he's got decent attributes when it comes to passing, dribbling, and decent pace as well. So all around, he's going to be a solid defensive midfield option, just sitting in front of your defence, shielding them, and then breaking forwards as well. Now in the left centre position, I've gone with Canales from Real Betis. He had a really good season last year, just like Firpo, just like a lot of his club mates. Real Betis were very good in La Liga last year. So I think he'll get an upgrade to an 83 or possibly even an 84. He's going to have some nice stats when it comes to passing and dribbling, good shooting as well, and will be super cheap just because, again, he doesn't play for one of the top teams in La Liga. Then in the right centre mid position, I've gone with a more box-to-box option, and that is HERRERA, and he is also the 3rd transfer player in this team. And again, just because no one really seems to go with the Ligue 1 teams, I think he'll be fairly inexpensive, maybe like 4 or 5k, and he's going to have a nice, well-balanced card. No real standout stats, but equally no bad stats. He's just going to be good in all areas when it comes to defending and attacking. And then finishing off the midfield in at cam, I've gone with Jonathan VIERA from the Chinese Super League. Because of his league, he's going to be super cheap. He'll be like 1,000 coins, just because no one ever uses the Chinese Super League. Even when it was brand new to FIFA, no one used players from that league, so they were super cheap, and this year they're going to be even less, so you'll be able to get him for a very good price, but he's going to bring some nice stats to your team. And then finally, completing the squad, of course, we've got the front 2, the strike force. In the left striker position, we've got one of the main players in the side. You guys will have seen him in the thumbnail. He is the fourth and final transfer player in the team, Marko Arnautovic, recently signing for Shanghai SIPG from West Ham for a fee of around £25 million, which in today's market is a very, very good price. He's going to have some unbelievable stats. Honestly, this card is going to be insane, but I doubt he'll be that expensive. Maybe like 10 to 15, possibly 20k, depending on his rating. I think he'll probably get an 83 overall, but it could be as high as an 84, or you may even just stay as an 82. But he's going to have good passing, pace, shooting, dribbling, and physical. He's going to be tall, he's going to have skill moves, he's going to be the all-round perfect striker, and because of his league and nation, he's going to be cheap. I mean, I just don't see him being much more than like 15,000 coins, just because he's Austrian and he plays in the Chinese Super League, so you have to use a lot of other players from that league to get him on good chemistry, and people just don't do that. But a player that will get a good link into him, sorting him out for chemistry, is Hulk. Now, he played a lot of games last season, I think the majority of them as an attacking midfielder, so centrally, which means you'll be able to play him as a striker. And that's exactly what I've done here. Hopefully he is a striker or a central player. If he is still on the wing, you could play him as a right forward up front, or you could use any one of a number of different players in the Chinese Super League. Someone like Oscar, for example. You've got a few options who you could play as a striker to get that link into Arnautovic. You've got Elkerson, another striker who also plays for Shanghai SIPG. A few options there, but I'm hoping Hulk is going to be central, because if he is, you're going to be able to get that link in there. And they're two very similar players. I think they're both going to have very good physical and pace. They're going to be tall. They're going to have banging shots as well. Like Hulk already has amazing shooting, especially from range, mad shot power as well. And I think him and Arnautovic are going to be two very similar players who are just going to be an absolute handful for defenders. And that completes the team. All round, I think it's a very, very nice, well-balanced side. And for probably like 50 to 60k, I mean, it could be as much as maybe like 70 or 80k. It could be as little as maybe like 30k, I'm not sure. Maybe if RODRI is only like an 82 or 83, he'd be a lot cheaper. You never really know, but I think there aren't going to be too many standout players. You could maybe swap out RODRI for another Spanish midfielder in the Premier League if there is one that would suit that position. You could maybe bring in like a different Spanish right or left centre mid and then use a left back that links into them. You could use any duo of Premier League defenders. You could use any Spanish attacking midfielder and then two strikers who play in the same league. You've got lots of options, but it could give you guys some inspiration when it comes to building a new stars team on FIFA 20. I know it is a long time till the game comes out, but there's not much to do on FIFA 18, or FIFA 19 rather, even less on FIFA 18. So I'm just messing about on Photoshop, building some concepts and trying out some cool squads like this. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know if this is the type of team that you guys would like to build in the early stages of the new game. Or is it a little bit too expensive? Because the last starter team I did was kind of the starter team I'd like to build myself, and that was maybe like 100 to 150k. What type of budget do you guys typically go for a starter team? Is it like 10 to 20k, maybe like 50k, 100k? Let me know. I think it all depends on how good you are when it comes to trading and whether or not you spend money on the game. I personally don't spend money on the game, but I do trade quite well and get a lot of coins from that. But let me know down below if you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.